foolish, we can do this.
I keep waiting, my heart's racing. Time is precious, time is fading. What are we now? What will we become? Gotta keep my head up, even when I'm feeling down.
I feel like we should be doing something to help what's happening. We can't just sit and slack and steady acting like we don't understand how to fix it. Why are we acting like this? No more being foolish, we can do this.
Go your way, gonna go your way, but what you gonna do when it gets late? Go your way, gonna go your way, but what you gonna do when it gets late? Yeah, 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 yeah. Everyone has a chance to do right. Yes, we can make it if we keep it tight. As we look back on the things that we've done, we can be sure that a new thing's begun. Everyone has a chance to do right. Yes, we can make it if we keep it tight. As we look back on the things that we've done, we can be sure that a new thing's begun.
My name is Miriam, and I am the voice of Stockton.
Good afternoon. You are tuned in to Breaking Barriers with Art here with Jocelyn, your host, during this lunch hour on KXVS 92.1, the voice of Stockton. And usually I try and talk about membership and how you can donate and help us out here at the station. But I think the best thing to do is for you to check it out at kxvs.org. And that way you can take a look at the different tiers of membership and how you can help us here. I know that we've got a lot of supporters out there, and thank you for being there for us. These programs wouldn't be able to continue without your help. Today at the station we have two wonderful guests. We've got Arturo Vera and Ana Vera from Art Expressions of San Joaquin County. And what I think is really, for me, kind of like a newcomer here in this city, even though I have lived in Southwest Stockton in the community of Western Ranch for like about 10 years now, I have not had an opportunity to actually check out the local art scene, all the different venues and all of the different things that are going on here. So today I'm going to learn something new about Art Expressions, who's been around for quite some time, right? Right, Anna? You've been around
It's going on 5 years.
Yeah.
In February, it will be 5 years.
The first time I heard about Art Expressions was last year when you guys moved to your new location over here on the Miracle Mile. And you had your opening, like a grand reopening, and that was really neat. It was a wonderful event where a lot of the artists came together and they shared music, and it was just an awesome little party opening thing. And so now, about a year later, they've got all kinds of stuff going on. We're moving on to Art Week starting next Friday. That's going to be from the 13th through the 22nd of October, and we've got all kinds of stuff going on. And one of them with Art Expressions of San Joaquin County, Anna's going to share with us some of the different activities and events that they've got going on over there at their building. So welcome. Thank you for being here at the station today. And also Arturo, thank you for being here today. Anna, you were telling me about some things happening during Stockton Arts Week. Maybe we can go kind of in chronological order about what's going on. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
There's quite a bit. That's why they call us the gallery on the move.
Yes,
Because we're always thinking of something where we're trying to step out of the box, basically.
That's good.
But going back to the Arts Week, we are going to be hosting some events at the gallery, and there will be a storytelling that's going to be taking place on the 21st of October. There is also open mic night, which is going to be October 15th from 5:30 to 7:30. That's a Sunday. And we will also...
I heard of that. Yeah, I think, let's see. That was supposed to 5:30 on October 15th,
Correct.
Your Voice Poetry Workshop, which is going to be over there. I love the fact that you guys are able to use that facility for different purposes. It is something that we really need here. Multi-use, not just for displaying the art and being a gallery, but also for something like that where you have open mic and poetry and things too. So
exactly.
What else, like current?
We want to say that we are starting at the Hilton.
There'll be. We will also be setting up a visual art display at the Hilton. They are also part of Arts Week.
Oh, good.
So that's a new venue. Well, we've always
Okay.
hosted events there, but it's not on a ongoing basis. It's on a as per request basis, basically. So they allow us to put a visual display there, and that's going to be put up the 13th of October, or the 12th. I'm sorry, it'll go up and. So during Arts Week only.
Okay. That's another thing that I noticed with Art Expressions too. You can find a lot of their, like you were saying, mobile exhibits all throughout the city, which is neat. The County Administration Building currently has an exhibit, the Bob Dement Retrospective Art Show, which is, I think, happening through the end of the month, right?
It is. It is there through the end of the month. And this is artworks by the late Bob Dement. He was a artist originally with the Tidewater Art Gallery, and this is from where him and Arturo became friends. And he passed away a couple of months ago, and his son contacted us and said, "We have all this work that I need to that needs to be shown."
Yes.
And it's very, very wonderful. And we hope so. On the 13th, we are having a reception. Yeah.
See, that's another thing too. It's just there's so much, and you also had another location where you were showing some of the art too. Was it at the
RTD building?
The RTD, yes. It's funny. I was just talking to Bob Laird about this last night. He said, "Yeah, they also had a setup at the RTD for a little while there, which is
We still do.
okay. See, I haven't been there, and I have not actually seen it, but that's great. So that County Administration Building, Hilton now, and then RTD.
Also, the Stockton Metropolitan Airport is another one of the venues where we do exhibit artwork. So there is artwork in the public area and in the high security area. So only the travelers will see that part. But all the artwork that is exhibited throughout is all for sale.
That's great.
And it's not only for that, but we want to highlight, we want to empower the artists, and we want to give them visibility throughout the community.
Yes, and that's one of the wonderful things about Art Expressions is you've got like a bunch of different artists from different backgrounds.
Yes.
And again, it's not just medium, it's also, you've got artists with jewelry making background, and Michael, he does a lot of the soldering wire art. That was really neat.
And
too,
we also have performing artists. Lucky Rhythm is part of the group as well.
Yes,
of the Art Expressions. They've been with us for a couple years. We have authors. We have poets. So we try to embrace every art genre.
Yeah, it's open to any and all ages. So. It's wonderful. You go in there; they're very welcoming. I remember the first time just recently I had walked in there, and Michael was in there, and he was showing me a lot of his wire art, and it's very interesting, very cool stuff. When I discovered you guys, you're saying that you have a little bit of like history with also Tidewater, right?
Well, Arturo was one of the original artists from the Tidewater, and this is how our expressions got started. Was about 5 of them got together, and they would meet at our house, have meetings there, and Arturo often got called by various venues. Arturo, bring your work. Arturo, bring your work. But if everybody that knows this guy, he knows he wants to embrace all the artists. He wants to mentor. He wants to put himself out there, share his knowledge, his talent. And so he started doing these events and would invite artists to go with him. And this is how we became the Gallery on the Move.
That's so awesome.
And so now we're up to 50 artists in the group.
I know. I just... Don Aguilar is one of them that told me about your gallery, and he was here as my guest a couple of weeks ago, and he had a lot of awesome things to share about Art Expressions. One of it is also the Wednesday night illustration workshop,
the drawing class.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to attending that. I have a class on Wednesday night, so it kind of clashes with my schedule, but that looks like a lot of fun. And Robert Kelly is the one that actually leads the whole workshop,
exactly.
Correct?
So you get free instruction. You get to tune your creative skills, if you will.
Yeah.
And it is a free class. It's open to the community. It's every Wednesday from 5 to 8 o'clock. and they're going to be implementing a live drawing class eventually. They did a test run, and apparently it was very well attended, well liked, and so that might go on. We don't have the specifics on it
That's
yet.
hard to say
but
yet,
that's
yeah.
something new. But the Wednesday one is ongoing.
That's great. And I know that it's a lot of different skills also. It's you can, like for me, I'm not a very good drawer. I'm probably more towards photography. I like textures and things like that with photography. But illustration, wow, I couldn't do that. Even when I was taking classes at Academy of Art University and they were trying to show me how to illustrate fashion, which is different from, a little bit different. It's a lot faster because it's on the runway. And I had to just make these willowy looking figures with, big outrageous outfits and everything. And I could do that. I could do textures and everything else, but to learn like a little bit of the anatomy and the hands are very difficult, and other muscles and features of the face. This is where you go, where you learn.
You need to go with Robert Kelly.
Yeah.
And when you said photography, well, here's your mentor.
I know.
He's willing to do a photography class. In fact, that's something they're talking about, doing
that'd be great.
a photography class, right?
That would be great.
So, but more details will come on that
Yes,
later.
yes, and that's good because, like I said, I've always looked at all the different. The photography was my thing. Textures, any kind of textures, a little bit of abstract. Can't really tell what it is. And I started looking at some of his stuff on his Facebook page just this morning, and I haven't had a chance to, but. Really inspiring also because you do a lot of the macro shots. I saw the macro shots and the isolation of the different images. That's my thing. I like that. I'm gonna ask you some questions so about that later on for any, when I need some tips and stuff. Now I know who to go to. But so Arts Week, that's coming up soon too, on the 13th. And I know that the Hagen is doing a really big opening, kind of like a reveal. And you guys are having the poetry thing on the 21st? The 15th. The 15th.
Yes, the poetry thing is, the poetry show is on the 15th. And then on the 14th, we have Stephanie Brooks, artist Stephanie Brooks is going to be doing, showing some of her work at the gallery on the 14th as part of Arts Week. And then on the 21st, I think it is, there's the storytelling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I also want to mention that here in the Miracle Mile on the 19th of October, we're doing there's going to be an event throughout the whole Miracle Mile. It was done last month, and it's just to bring people out to the Miracle Mile, to bring people out to the businesses out on the Miracle Mile. And it was well attended. They did the people that put the show on did a fantastic job, sort of last minute moment, and very within a very small budget.
That's,
So
that's one of the things.
It was an amazing event.
Yeah, Miracle Mile draws a lot of people. I know that there's always, because for me, when I moved here, I realized that there's a lot of things going on in Stockton. It seems like it's always all here in the mile. Like there's the Ave, there's, different places to eat. There's different, places to have drinks or whatever. That's it. It's right here. So that's on the 19th.
Yes.
I think it's probably Throwback Thursday. Is it Throwback
is.
Thursday?
It's
Yeah,
Throwback
Thursday. That's
Thursday,
right.
yeah.
Last month they had it. It was really, really good too.
So that's going to be October 19th.
Okay.
So everybody come on out. You have to come on out.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it looks like in the horizon. Oh no, actually you have something else coming up on the 22nd. Can we talk about that one?
Yeah, that's the storytelling.
The
For
picture,
Arts Week.
the picture, the one happening at the Waterfront Hotel. Can we talk about that?
Oh, you bet.
Okay, cool.
I was going about events, but no, this is
That one's big. That one's
oh
like,
my goodness,
oh.
people, this is huge. When I say peeps, you got to come out because this is going to be, the aim is to one day have a art center here in Stockton. And Joy Nias is a big pioneer. She is. So many people have tried this in the past. But you know what? I think that at this point where we are today in society, there's so much creativity here in Stockton, so much. And not only here in Stockton, but throughout the San Joaquin Valley. So we thought, how are we going to do this? And at first I thought, oh, we could put Arturo on a lift. But then I said, no way. Now, with his Parkinson's, that'd be a big chance.
True. Yeah.
So we contacted Visit Stockton, and Wes Ria is going to be out there with his drone. So we're going to be doing the picture on Sunday.
Sunday, the 22nd.
Sunday, October 22nd. We're meeting at the University Waterfront Hotel, which is on Fremont Street, at 8:45 in the morning.
Okay, good.
We had a weekday planned, but too many people are either working or in school. So we moved it to Sunday morning, trying to accommodate everyone. And it's really hard to please everyone. So we're doing our best, but we want every artist to come out. I mean, not just visual artists. We're talking from
performing
the
artists. Yes, that would be so awesome.
The young emerging artists in our community we want this to be a picture that's going to go national.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. Arturo, are you going to be ready for this?
I'm ready for that.
He's ready. Yeah, he's been looking forward to it. So we're looking forward to that. So I really want to get the word out there. So we need to come out in numbers. We need to
I
come
think
out
we're going
in
to have
numbers.
a pretty big turnout. I know that they did something similar to that not too long ago over there at the plaza, and I think it was a pretty good turnout too. But this is county-wide, which is even better.
Yeah, we want everyone.
Yeah, I think also, remember, folks, if you still have the old date, what was it before? Whatever it was before, it's not that anymore. It's going to be on Sunday, October 22nd at the Waterfront Plaza Hotel. And is Arturo going to be taking the photograph?
Well, it's going to be done with the drone.
Okay.
It'll be the drone.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's true. Okay, that's right. Because you were saying, we can't put him on a lift. That would not be a good idea.
Although he wouldn't mind.
I know.
But I'm afraid to put him on. No. I'm not going to risk my husband that way.
No, that would not be good. That would be a little bit. Yeah, that's too much.
Exactly. So we're going to use the drone from Visit Stockton.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we also you also are in charge of the high school art show submissions, which is taking place. What is it? Through that whole week too?
You know, Jocelyn, I want to point out something. When you go to the artexpressions.org website and you click on events, just like you have it there, and you click on events, but if you click on the title of the event, it'll expand it. It gives you more information about it. So click on the red, there you go, on the title.
Right there.
Click on it.
Got it.
There you go.
So you guys that are tuned in, artexpressions.org is their website, and they've got all kinds of information there for you to check out with all the different events and activities. So the high school art show submissions, that's taking place on Wednesday, October 18th through Thursday the 19th, 3 to 5:30 p.m. at the county administration building. Is that where they're accepting the submissions from there?
Yes, that's where we will be receiving the artwork from the students at 44 San Joaquin Street. And so we are expecting it to be, they can go Wednesday and Thursday at between 3 and 5:30. If for some reason some of the kids can't get there that day, you know what? Contact me. My number is on the website, and they can contact me and make arrangements. I want everybody to have a chance to exhibit their artwork. And not only do the students get to do this, they have a positive platform where to exhibit their art. But we also do a reception for them, which will be November 3rd.
Oh, that's great. So
and we invite the families and people in the community and artists to come and encourage these young upcoming artists.
Yeah, they're all, this is mainly geared for high school. Now, do you have something for elementary school? I wonder if...
You know, no, we don't. But the Hagen Museum does something for the elementary kids. So I didn't want to. I didn't want to compete.
It's probably not necessary at that point.
So this will be our 5th show, And so at the reception on the 3rd, which takes place from 5:30 to 7, they will have a reception. There'll be food, there will be music. They will also receive prize money for first, second, and third place. They get a certificate of recognition, they get a ribbon. And this is partially funded by the Stockton Arts Commission.
Wonderful.
And
Yes.
of course from, some of the donations that we raise for this event.
Yes, yes, yes. So high schoolers, high school age teachers, listen up. This is your chance to submit some of your, encourage your students to submit some of their work also. And this is high school from any San Joaquin County.
Oh, yes.
Or even.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
even
not
beyond?
just limited to Stockton Unified or Lincoln Unified. It's all the school districts throughout
Awesome.
San Joaquin Valley.
Awesome, awesome.
And the art is, we do have our own member artists and some outside artists who will be judging the show. And they will also be recognized. There's also 3 other prizes that go besides the first, second, and third place. It will be Best of Show. It will also include the People's Choice. And it includes an Arts Commission Award.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's so needed out here too. We just don't put that, youthful young art, the fresh stuff out in the forefront. We support a lot of the local artists already, but we need to get the youngsters out there too. It's
Exactly. Yes,
really
yes, we
important
need
because that's
to-
our future.
We
That's
need to
our
nurture
future.
that.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. So we've got that, and then in the horizon, it looks like. Are you guys still doing the Super Supper
Oh,
for?
you bet.
Okay, good, because I've actually heard about that when I was working with the ladies from Cleveland Schools and Draw It Out. They were telling me about how awesome that event is, the Super Supper. So in the horizon, what can you tell me about the Super Supper? It's been going on for a while, right?
The Super Supper was an original event that was done by the Tidewater Art Gallery. And when the Tidewater Art Gallery closed, that event didn't happen for a couple of years. And when Art Expressions became nonprofit, we approached the board of directors and we said, can we do this event? And they said, guys, run with it.
Absolutely. Heck
So
yeah.
we've done that for the last 5 years. And the wonderful thing about it is we do have celebrity chefs and also VIPs in the community. So celebrity chefs like Michael Midgley will be there. Then we have from Bella Vista, unfortunately, Rima will not be there personally, but her head chef will be making a soup. Rich Ibarra will be making a soup. Also, it will be Andrew from Misaki is also making a soup.
Okay.
Michelle from the county administration also making a soup.
How fun.
Rick Dunn from also he's out of Manteca. He's been doing, these people have been doing that event with us. And so everybody makes a different soup, and our artists, the bowls are crafted by Chris Thompson, one of our member artists from Sacramento. He's the artist that did the 1,000 bowls to feed the hungry.
Okay.
And so he crafts the bowls, but then our artists, we go in numbers in a group and we glaze them. So when you get these bowls and they're yours to keep with your ticket, you're not going to get the same ball. Everybody has a different ball, a different size, but you get to pick it and you get to keep it.
Oh, you get
And
to
people
pick.
love
You get
that.
to pick the bowl.
Oh yes, you get to
wow.
pick your own bowl and you get to keep it. So my collection has really grown. It has really grown. And
I know. I love pottery. It's just so awesome.
And so that's the fun thing. And then we have a live auctioneer, Nancy Buckingham, and we also do a silent auction, and we have raffle. So if anybody has any little donations, please,
there
hit
you
us
go.
up.
Oh, gosh, you guys have
for
a
the
lot.
raffle, yes. And we have an art auction too. So
During the Super Supper, right?
yeah. Am I forgetting anything, honey?
No, you do.
I'm doing
Are
fine.
we-
He needs to coach me.
Oh, wow. Arturo, you can let us know if you want to say anything or
Yeah,
talk
just raise
about
your
anything.
hand.
Because we're going pretty quick here because I know you guys have to get going soon.
Well, you don't need to rush, but
Okay, good. So what else is on the horizon for 2018? I know that what I really love is seeing the fact that you guys are using the facility, the Art Expressions, the gallery for other things, for other uses. And I think there is a trend for something like that now. I mean, they're using like you're saying, the top of the Bella Vista Cocina. The top of that building is being used for a lot of different things now, for music, for possibly even exhibits, for different types of shows. And there is a trend for multi-use in different venues now. So are we going to see a lot more of that also in 2018?
Well, always.
Yeah.
Our Expressions is a lot about collaborating with a lot of nonprofits. And so like United Way, we do an annual show, Hospice of San Joaquin. We're part of that event also. We do a lot of shows throughout the year to collaborate. We're all about collaborating.
Yes, I think it's very important, especially here in this town, to bring everybody together and to be able to collaborate and share the different resources. And there's so many different energies that are being pulled from different directions. If we can get them all in one place, like what you're doing on the 22nd, I think that is a huge, epic, monumental thing to do, but at the same time, it's so worth it. It's going to be an amazing thing.
And Jocelyn, I want to mention again about the Super Supper. That's our biggest fundraiser, and it is to raise funds for the community. A lot of the funds are used for, during the summer, we do youth summer art camps. So they're geared for the younger kids. You were asking earlier. So we do classes at the libraries and at the Children's Museum.
Oh, great.
Art classes. So there'll be like acrylic art classes, drawing classes, or printmaking class. In fact, there's a printmaking class starting tomorrow at the Cesar Chavez Library. So there's still time to register for that, but you have to go. The kids have to go straight to the Cesar Chavez Library and register there.
Okay.
And it starts at 3:00. I think it's tomorrow. So you still have time. And we do, part of the monies that we raise from the Super Supper are for these youth classes that we do.
Definitely.
And we also do some classes at the gallery. And these are free for the kids. Free for the kids. For the kids, everything.
As much as I know that here too, there's a lot of organizations that do a lot of things for the kids that are free, and it's really important. Like for like I was saying, the community that I live in, the Weston Ranch community, there's a lot. I mean, I don't want to speak in broad terms, but generally, we're commuters and we go out back into the Bay Area and then come back into Western Ranch, and then on the weekends we end up going back to the Bay Area again to find out what there is to do there. But what I'm trying to encourage is, look, there's stuff to do here. There are some
endless.
Yeah, and they don't know that because they haven't had an opportunity to look or have anybody show them or tell them, because it's always the back and forth thing, the commuting and just day-to-day thing. But there's a lot. And when even last week when I had Susie from the Hagen here, she was kind of introducing some of the different things that are also happening at the Hagen, just as you are right now with Art Expressions. And a lot of my neighbors are like, wow, I didn't even know that there is that. I'm like, there's a lot.
In fact, in January, we're going to be doing a show at the Hagen Museum as well. So
awesome.
That's in the works. Oh, no, it's March. I'm sorry. In the month of
Still
March of 2018.
in spring. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have a lot of things going on. I'm looking forward to the Super Supper. I want to get my hands on a pottery bowl.
You got to come. And tickets are $50 in advance, and there will be $55 at the door.
Oh, so worth it. Because you have the opportunity to try out all these different flavors. And it's going to be cold, and you're going to want something to warm your tummy.
Yes.
It's important. I think it'll be fun.
Exactly, yes. So we at that event, we highlight not just the visual arts, but also the performing arts and the culinary. So, we encompass all that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Have I forgotten anything, honey?
You're fine.
I'm fine, okay. Because this is where the teamwork comes in, you see?
It does. Yeah.
What I forget, he remembers, and what he forgets, I remember.
Oh, you guys are a dynamic duo. I really appreciate you guys stopping by the station and chatting with me about all the different activities that you have going on. This is awesome. And we're gonna wrap up our conversation unless you guys have something else going on, or I think we've covered a lot of ground, don't you think?
I think so. And that's just a glimpse of what we do
Yeah.
and can do and what we're
Yeah.
up to doing. And, I'm just very thankful for the energy that is given to
absolutely.
us. And I want to thank you for having us.
thank
We
you.
really, really appreciate you inviting us.
Thank you
and,
guys for being
And
here.
I just want to give a shout out to Joy Nias.
Joy, hi Joy. She's my colleague here on Spotlight on the Arts. She does.
She's looking forward to this photo shoot
Oh
on the 22nd.
yes, she is. I bet she is. I saw you guys the other night at the Starlight Awards.
Yeah.
That was when
Yeah.
I first met.
That's
Anna,
pretty neat that
finally.
the Stockton Arts Commission is doing that. We need to validate. We need to validate all this creativity that is within our community. And it's hard to do it at just one event.
It is.
So
It is.
with them doing that, I thought that was awesome.
It
And I'm
really
very
is.
proud of Joy and her husband and what they do in the community. And I'm very proud of Tara Hines and she's one of our members also.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them
Congratulations
and the young lady.
to all of them. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yes,
They did a
yes.
great job.
And Luz Lua too. Yeah,
That was
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys. Oh, actually, I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'll be talking about the different other events that are coming up that are kind of on my personal calendar, as well as October being the anti-bullying month. And I'm part of this campaign with Harry Pacheco. Do you know Harry Pacheco?
Of course, I know Harry
Yes.
Pacheco. We got his books for sale at the gallery too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be talking about that a little bit when we come back from break. Thank you, guys. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
It's time to move on, get on with this life. Get down with the get down, show me full of pride. Never let them see you cry, never wonder why. Just be yourself and shine like a star so bright. Yeah, yeah, shine like a star so bright, like a star. I used to hold you tight in the cold dark night. After we would fight, you would show fright. Now our love's gone astray, off to a new day. I'm thinking about my life, singing future without you ask my why. It's time to move on, get this life a going. Be strong, get this boat a rowing downstream, upstream, anyway but here. Cause babe, I wish I never gave it the fear. Cause we gotta stay strong no matter how long. Even if we're wrong, listen to the words of my soul. It's time to move on, get on with this life. Get down with the get down, show 'em you're full of pride. Never let 'em see you cry, never wonder why. Just be yourself and shine like a star so bright. Yeah, yeah, shine like a star. I'ma be a star, going so far to the moon and back. You'll see there's no one else like me. Rolling with the windows down, no longer carry a frown, heart on my sleeve. But that's just me, and I'm headed to the stars on the boulevard, screaming I'm alone. Keep this going while I'm still young, and there's no one to hold me back. Feels like I'm having a heart attack, oh baby. I'm better than that, but when you see me on the streets, you'll be lucky if I tip my hat to the course again. It's time to move on, get on with this life. Get down with the get down, show 'em you're full of pride. Never let 'em see you cry, never wonder why. Just be yourself and shine like a star so bright. Yeah, yeah, shine like a star so. Oh, won't you shine for me? time to move on, get on with this life. Get down with the get down, show 'em you're full of pride. Never let 'em see you cry, never wonder why. Just be yourself and shine like a star, so.
Warm, stagnant weather may be the catalyst for ground-level ozone, but you can make a difference. From the San Joaquin Valley Air District, this is your Healthy Air Living Report. The valley's bowl-like shape and weather do help create the perfect conditions to breed high levels of smog. But the emissions we create are the main ingredient of this type of air pollution. What you do on a daily basis does make a difference. So help us reduce harmful emissions by living a healthy air life and thinking about where you can reduce your pollution-producing activities. We must leave no stone unturned when searching for ways to clean our valley's air and protect public health. For a list of ideas on how you can help, visit healthyairliving.com. That's healthyairliving.com. This has been your Healthy Air Living Report from the Valley Air District.
You're listening to the Voice of Stockton on KXVS.
Hi there. Welcome back to Breaking Barriers with Art. I just had to say goodbye to Mr. and Mrs. Vera. I was just happy to have them here at the station with me today. So I just wanted to go over a few events that are coming up on my personal calendar that I'm going to hope to try and attend. And also a shout out to Harry Pacheco. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. So one of the events that I've got on my calendar, it's supposed to be taking place on every Tuesday this month, is Tama Brisbane's poetry workshops. Tuesdays at the Court Tower from 7 to 9. And what she'll do is she covers it's like a guide. She guides you through writing prompts and stuff. So Tama Brisbane, as you know, is one of our poet laureates, and I think it'll be a really fun opportunity to go check that out. Another exhibit we've got is the Neon Art exhibit at Delta College. That is happening from October 5th through October 27th. And tomorrow, October 5th, from 5 to 7, is the opening reception. And that's at Delta College, Horton Gallery. And then Thursday night is paint party night at Art Lab, which is right next door over here. That starts from 5 until 7. Oh, I'm sorry, 5:30. That starts at 5:30. It's located at 2001 Pacific Avenue. It's literally not right next door to us here at the station. That is Art Lab, Thursday night paint party. And then we've got our Rhythm and Blues Festival. That's Saturday and Sunday from October 7th through October 8th at Weber Point. The Whiskey Barrel also has Oktoberfest on October 8th at 1 p.m. And of course, Stockton Arts Week is from October 13th through October 22nd. Impresso Coffee House is having a Simpsons art show night on October 13th from 6 p.m. until midnight. That's during Stockton Arts Week. And on also October 13th at 7:30, it's opening night for the Rocky Horror Picture Show at That's Showbiz over here on the Miracle Mile. And that's located at 1744 Pacific Avenue. Next week on the 13th, also, again, kickoff for Stockton Arts Week, we have Creatures of Delight featuring the Bungalow Bunnies at Whiskey Barrel from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that's on the 13th next week. During the Stockton Arts Week, as Anna was just saying earlier, October 15th at 5:30, Your Voice Poetry Workshop at the Art Expressions San Joaquin County Gallery at 2318 Pacific Avenue. So that's just a quick lowdown on what I've got going on my calendar, and I'm hoping to see you all there. And a real quick shout out to Harry Pacheco. I was looking for some books for my nephew, and it so happened to be October, anti-bullying month. And I've got with me Gladys Glasses and Stanley No Stripes. And you can find these at Amazon. These are some really cool books, picture books for, I believe like babies up until maybe 6th grade or all ages. The theme is anti-bullying, and I think that's really important. A lot of artists that I know have gone through, I mean, a lot of us actually have gone through some sort of bullying experience growing up. And I mean, even as adults. So that's one of the campaigns that Harry is working on is the anti-bullying campaign. So again, if you're interested in some of his picture books, you can find it at Amazon. It's Harry Pacheco. He is the artist, the author, Pacheco, Pacheco. And you can find those at Amazon. Again, Stanley No Stripes and Gladys Glasses. So for now, I am going to wish everyone adieu. I'm going to be back next week. My guests next week are some ladies from the Bungalow Bunnies, and it'll be a fun show. They're going to be performing at the Whiskey Barrel on the 13th, but they'll be here, and we can chat with them on Wednesday. All right, so Breaking Barriers with Art here with Jocelyn. I am going to sign off. Thank you all.